This is a Hope 1032 production. Thanks for listening.
Melinda, what's Safer Internet Day?
This is a global day calling for safer online platforms and collective shout supports, a world that is safe for children in their online engagements. We know that world is not safe. We know that the big tech companies have built platforms and services that are inherently unsafe for children. So this day is a good opportunity to call for big tech accountability and to stop putting their vested profit-driven interests ahead of the well-being of vulnerable children.
So, Melinda, is it a day for speaking up against such practices online? Is it also a day advocating for us to do what we can to make the internet safer, especially for young people as well?
Certainly both, Ben, and Collective Shout has been at the forefront in this country of research and evidence demonstrating that these platforms have caused significant harm to children. We have exposed, for example, Instagram as a predator's playground, often the algorithms recommending children to predatory men. We've exposed the raft of child sexual exploitation material on pretty much every platform. We've also exposed the way that children are routinely exposed to pornography. The most common exposures happen on social media. So social media acts as a gateway to pornography. We've also documented the extensive harm done to girls, especially poor body image, low self-esteem, eating disorders, self-harm, again, done to them by seeing these very limited normative ideas about how women should look and act. We have called for stronger laws and regulations. We were behind the push for age verification as one obstacle in the way of protecting children from harmful content. We also supported the move to increase age of access to social media, given the large body of evidence now testifying to the harms, especially to children, of these platforms.
Am I taking this right, Melinda, that a day like Safer Internet Day is strongly suggesting that many of us, and I'm particularly speaking about adults, many of us just don't consider how unsafe the online world is?
I think we have been naive. I think the big tech companies have been very clever. I mean, these are multi-billion-dollar corporations with unlimited resources at their disposal. They've been very clever at hiding the harms to young people especially. We know this through the whistleblower, Frances Haugen, who formerly worked for Facebook, for the Meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram, and she gave evidence to the US Congress that they knew the harms they were doing. They knew they were making girls especially unwell, seriously ill, that they were making them sicker. And they covered it up to be able to grow their platforms because every view, every click drives profit. So again, today is a good day to expose these practices and call for stronger laws and regulation, at least to protect our children. Surely we can find common ground there.
Also today, Melinda, Safer Internet Day and ongoing, what do you encourage us to do? Especially thinking about parents and caregivers, are there immediate actions they could take in their own household?
There certainly are. We need to recognise that these platforms are pumping porn and violence and predators and groomers into our children's brains every day. Limit the time. Delay access. Every year of delay means more cognitive development, means more maturity, and can minimise the harm. So delay access to devices. Having limits, having every filtering software available on your devices at home. Of course, having the computers in a public space. A lot of kids are online, in their bedrooms, behind closed doors. What do you think is going to happen? Of course, they will be preyed on. That's just inevitable. So we have to get a bit stricter about this. And then, of course, giving our kids opportunities to get outside, get outdoors, play, in real life, develop life-affirming interests, hobbies, activities, real-life communications, seeing people, hanging out. It's really encouraging to see a move globally of more young people that are joining clubs to play games, to play chess and board games and get off their phones.